David Cameron's perceived concessions are a lie, and have no doubt in your mind that David Cameron is pro-EU. He has no intentions of us leaving the European Union.
The result of the coming vote will shape this nation for generations to come, and is probably the most important political decision everyone in this room will ever make.
And over the next few months, we are going to be fed some real scare stories.
What we have seen in the last 6 months are streams of economic migrants exploiting the chaos of the war in Syria to get to European states they have been told will be their El Dorado.
Since the migrant crisis began, the German government and the EU have been pushing an image of helpless, harmless migrants and refugees. And certainly on New Year's Eve, that was not the case, when over 1,000 men of African or Arab appearance roamed the streets of Cologne in gangs and committed over 500 serious crimes. Even more shocking was that 40% of the crimes were of a sexual nature.
I don't blame people for wanting to get a better life, but I do blame politicians for pretending that people trying to get to this country are all women and children fleeing persecution.
I can only rest the blame with one person, and that is the true President of the European Union, which is Angela Merkel, who has displayed a reckless disregard, allowing these EU borders to be open.
So let's look at what result EU influence has had on this country. Look at the unnecessary job losses in steel, coal and power industries, or our crumbling roads, our gigantic foreign aid bill, £12 billion a year, our NHS, which is under threat from secretive backroom EU deals with the USA, commonly known as TTIP.
There are so many things about the EU that the general public don't know.
The European Union currently dominates every aspect of our lives, whether it's geopolitical matters like responding to terrorism, controlling immigration, or negotiating trade deals, or something as simple as how big a motor you can have in your vacuum cleaner.
The events in Cologne highlighted a much wider point to the referendum. It's no longer purely about economics or how it's affected the fishing industry or employment. It's now about our borders. It's now about our safety. It's now about our security.
Be it steel job losses, be it high food prices, or be it terrorists being given the right of free movement, the answer from Brussels will always be this: it's not our fault.
The females in this country who sometimes are not sure about leaving the European Union because they worry about education and their children's future. Well, now women, it's time to woman up, because we're not just talking about economics and finance now. We're talking about safety, and we're talking about the future of our families. And that is one of my main reasons to vote no.
And we need to bring decision-making and democracy back to MPs in Westminster who are directly, if not proportionally, elected by the people of this country. What we need, ladies and gentlemen, is to believe in Britain.